Welcome to May. How are we already in the 5th month of 2025? Answer me that. It has gone so quickly these last few months. It's like before we know it, Christmas is going to be upon us. But before that happens, I am going to be starting some new challenges. And the other day, I was watching a video by Happy to Plan with Desiree. I will link her channel down below. She is working on a cash stash challenge. She also did one last month, and she got them out of this book by Elise Ratner. And she is also on YouTube. Her channel is down below in the description box. And she does planning and cash budgeting and such. I used to watch her years ago, back in my Happy Planner days. So honestly, I didn't even know that she was doing cash budgeting or anything. But I believe that she got herself out of debt in 2018, and she just wanted to help people be able to budget, save money, also get out of debt. So she created this book, I believe at the end of last year, Happy to Plan with Desiree, which her name is Desiree, so I should just say Desiree, was talking about this on her channel the other day, and I'm like, okay, Desiree, you influenced me. I'm going to jump on Amazon and buy it. It was on sale for less than $9. I ordered it, I believe, like at 8 p.m. on Monday. Tuesday morning before 7, it was here. And I planned on filming a video on Tuesday about this. However, I received a text message from my daughter, and she's like, don't freak out. And I'm like, okay, first of all, if you tell the parent don't freak out, you're going to be freaking out. But apparently there was a shooter at the mall in Tucson, and my daughter was there when it happened. She was in Sephora. The people at Sephora did amazing. They gathered up all of the people that were there in the store shopping, took them to the back storage rooms, locked everybody up, and, just had their walkie-talkie communicators, I guess, to just be able to keep everybody safe and keep everybody informed of what was going on until the person who shot the gun was apprehended and that the mall was clear and safe. So Tucson police did a fabulous job, got it all done and squared away, I think in less than an hour. It seemed like a lifetime to a mom who was just like, okay, what's going on with my kid? And but everybody was safe. Nobody got hurt. The man was an extremely bad aim. He said that the gun went off accidentally. But it's like, if you are carrying around a handgun, not in your pocket or anything, just carrying it around, and it goes off, I don't see that that's an accident, in my personal opinion. So if I was a person on the jury, I'd be like, no, guilty. Now, if it was in your pocket and it actually went off, I might buy it. But yeah, but anyway, luckily nobody was hurt. My daughter and her friend were safe. Thumbs up and kudos to Tucson Police and the staff of Sephora. Fantastic. So anyway, long story, I did not film when I got this on Tuesday. So at any rate, I have already looked through this, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people on YouTube who have already done a flip through of this. If you have not seen a flip through and you would like to see one, comment down below, let me know, and I'll film one. I would be more than happy to do that. But I'm going to go through it just real fast, a couple of pages. There are 75 different money savings challenges in here, and they range from saving $50 to $10,000 or more. And granted, you don't have to save the amounts that are written on the sheets. You can always do it low income version, like I would do it, like where if it says save $52, you could add the 5 and the 2 and save 7 to make it work for your budget and your goals. I thought that for me, for the month of May, one of my goals is to finish up saving money for my last bill in my 1 month ahead. And that is for my car insurance. It's $465. And so I was thumbing through this the other day, and so they have this one for $300. You could always make it for something less. This one for $450. This one here has $50. This one $465. I'm like, that's what I need for my insurance, but it is a 30-day challenge. I already had my eyes set on saving $465 within the month of May, minus what I've already saved for that, which I believe is 30. I think I have 30 saved that I can put towards this already. But what this challenge is every day you would save a dollar amount that matches that calendar date. So 1 through 30. And at the end of 30 days, you will have saved $465. And it says here, you don't have to go in order. You can mix and match. You can do, like maybe a 7 and a 10 one time if you saved $17, maybe 3 the next. I am going to do this one. And honestly, I don't know how I'm going to save that kind of money every day. But like, for instance, today, I think I'm going to do the worst day, which is 30. If I have that money saved, I need to pull out my binder and make sure that that's what I have. And is that cheating? Yes, it is, because that's what I have already saved. Oh. I have a new binder because my mom wanted mine that had the house on it. That's a whole other story for a whole different day. Yes, I have $30. So what I am going to do, like I said, it's kind of cheating since I already have the $30, but I'm going to color in that 30 because I already have it for my goal of 465. And this does have the perforated edges where you can rip this out or tear it out. You don't want to rip. We're not manhandling things. You can tear it out. You can punch it. So if you have a 3-ring binder, if you have one of those Happy Planner punches, which I do, you can do that and put it into a Happy Planner. If you have a copy machine, you can make a copy of it so you can keep your book nice and use it again next year. More than likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this. I'm going to shrink it down so it will fit into my current planner, which is a Happy Planner classic size. But what I'm going to be saving for is my car insurance for 1 month ahead. When's my deadline? It's going to be May 31st. And getting back to how am I going to save that money every day this month when I don't have that kind of money? I'm going to really have to save at the grocery store, take it out of grocery money or money that I've already assigned for spending. Like maybe for the 1, 2, and 3, I can save money on fuel and maybe not drive as much this month. I could also do less meat at the grocery store. And granted, I don't buy a lot of meat anyway. After my heart surgery, I basically am allowed to eat chicken and fish. I don't eat cow or pig. But I really never did much of that anyway because it's like bleh, gross to me. But anyway, if I do less meat and like maybe fill up more on vegetables and stuff, this would work. I don't know. Another idea that I had is I can stop being lazy. I can get my products done, get them made, photos taken, put up on Etsy, put up on my website, and stop fooling around. Back in the day, 2021, 2022, when I was really heavy into paying down debt and recovering from the financial blow that I had from having the surgery, I was really doing Etsy big time. And I would do my budget and I would always be short, like $400 short, $600 short, $800 short. And I'd say, okay, well, this month I'm $800 short. I'm going to make $800 worth of products. I'm going to put them on Etsy. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to make that money. And I did. I was very successful with that. These days, though, with a lot of people offering savings challenges for free, I need to come up with new creative ways of pulling in new business on Etsy and on my website. So that is going to be one of my goals. Okay, so this is going to be like the major savings challenge for the month of May. So let me go ahead and set that aside. And again, I got this on Amazon. I believe it was $8.80, and Target had it for the same price as Amazon, but you have to order it online on Target. And then if you order it other places, it costs like $14.99, I believe. So Amazon and Target is your best bet for this at this present time. So, in addition to that, if you watched my video from day before yesterday, maybe it was the video before that, I don't recall, but I announced that I am going to be a grandma again, baby number 5, and a little girl. She is going to be due in October. And so I'm doing the baby shower for my daughter. I did her first baby shower, which was amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. If I could toot my own horn. It was a tea party, and I had teapots all over the place. I think 2 for each table. So I think I ended up with like 30 teapots, which I still have. And then I ordered teacups with saucers for everybody who attended. And then I ordered an extra set for my daughter so she can have that, you know, for future teas or whatever. So she has that for, you know, like a remembrance of her first baby shower. And then I also did a collection of teacups and the saucers for my granddaughter. So when she is older and has her own home and her own family and whatnot, she has a tea set from her baby shower. So, and then I also kept a set of the teacups. I could probably go show them to you. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let me go show those to you because I think they're beautiful. Okay, hopefully the background TV noise doesn't interfere with what I'm doing and, you know, makes people like, oh, that's dumb. But here's one of the teacups and saucers. Here's another one. This one is so pretty. I really, really like this one. And then I have this one here. This one with butterflies. And then that one. So that's my set. And I also have one additional one. But mine that I actually used at the tea party, I have somewhere else. I don't recall where it is right now, but I have that in a special spot. Back here, these little handprints, those are of my kids from a long time ago. Back when Pinterest didn't exist and I made these by myself. And if Pinterest was around back then, I would have known that I need to cover them with something because they're starting to fade now after all of these years. But yeah, those are my kids' handprints. These are some Japanese dishes that my grandfather brought back after World War II, I think. Yeah, these belonged to my grandma and I got them when she passed away. So let me show you the tea pots really fast. Okay, so here's some of the teapots that I had at the party, as well as more of those tea cups. But yeah, I had all of these. We had some really great flavors of tea going on. It was a beautiful, beautiful baby shower. And then there's that one there. Pictures of my grandson and granddaughter from back in the day. This is like my favorite teapot. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It might be a little dusty. Hopefully it's not, but absolutely beautiful. And then I have that one there. And then I have more teapots up here. This one is very pretty too. And then after the party, some of my sisters wanted to have teapots. My daughter wanted to have a couple of the teapots. And so instead of bringing them all home and trying to find cabinets to put them in, I let them go ahead and have some of the teapots. Okay, so then when my daughter was pregnant with Cordelia, when she was supposed to have her baby shower, that is when I went in to have my heart surgery, and she didn't get to have her baby shower because she's just like, I can't do it. I'm too stressed out. You know, if people want to come see me, they can drop off their gifts. They can do that. They can come see the baby after the fact. It's just I cannot do a baby shower right now. So that made me feel bad. But, you know, I had no control over when it was going to happen, I guess. You know, it's just like, ugh. But at any rate, I am going to be doing her next baby shower. And I really need to outdo myself, I guess, you know, because people expect a certain party kind of thing from me, and I just need to blow this out of the water. So I'm going to take you guys along with me for that, probably, or at least show you part of it. I'm going to be having it in September. I don't know where yet, and I also I'm still kind of playing with the theme, but I think I have a theme. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything except for my next savings challenge. I found this one. I know it's from October or for October, but the baby is due in October. And this is save $5 until you reach $80. This is by Lisa Grateful Me. I am going to be using this savings challenge to start saving for the baby. So, and it's also a tea party, and so I think it's just fitting. Even though I'm not going to do a tea party, I don't think. But anyway, so I'm going to start this one in May, and I don't have any plan of, you know, like, let's do it each week, let's do it every other week. It's just going to happen like when it happens, but finishing before the baby comes. So I have this one. For my $1,000 emergency fund, I'm doing $25 a week, and there are 5 weeks in May. So I have 5 for May. I'm going to do this one by Angela Marie. I have this one from the Miss Champion, Pam. It says, family is like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. It did have, you know, a top here, but I had to cut it off to fit into my envelope. And I'm doing these as $1 each for $25 total. Each one of these cards that I'm showing you, these savings challenges, are going to be for $25 for that weekly savings. This is a roll and save, but each one is going to be $1. And yes, it does have a cat on it. This is by Becca Budget 777, but it's not going to kitty cats. It's going to go to that emergency fund. Here's a super old one, super old as in 4 months. This is also a $25 goal, and this is a collab between Windmill Ridge Budgets and More, Amy by Nature, and What Matters Most Now. Yeah, that is so tiny for my blind eyes, but you can see their little icons, their little logos. I'm going to be doing this one, and then I'm finishing it up with another one by Angela Marie 888. Her challenges are just so adorable. And this one will be my last 25 for the month of May. Now, I am also going to be doing, let me show you these really fast. These are by Doodle Dollars, and this is also going to go into the baby shower baby fund. So I'm going to start saving for that. These are $1 and $2. This is, you can make your own amount, also make your own amount. These are absolutely gorgeous. I got this off of her Ko-Fi, and it was free. just beautiful. Aren't they so lovely? So I'm going to be doing these in May. And for my last one, I am going to be doing this one. I think it's supposed to be a scratch off, but I'm not going to put little scratchers on it. I'm just going to save as I go so I can plan ahead so I don't have any IOUs. There will be no IOUs in the month of May. And this is save $55. I am going to use this for paint for my new craft room because I'm going to be moving into my new craft room in May and setting things up. I am going to take the money probably out of one of my savings and or put it on my Capital One card to get the paint so I can paint this weekend, and then this will be to reimburse myself before the end of the month in whatever area I pull that money from. So that is what's going to happen. So I'm excited about that. I want to go ahead and put these challenges in my binder. So let's see. And of course, I'm going to be continuing on the ones that I always do, which I'm going to finish this one up for May, for Memorial Day, my cats, my Fridays, Save with Judy, my emergency. These can go in here. And I need to take this $100 out and transfer it over to my Ally account. No, sorry, this one goes to SoFi. So I need to do that. And baby shower. Okay, so this one's going to go into the baby shower. And then I'm going to cut these and put them in here as well. So I can be working on all of these this month. So that's my plan. And this one is going to go into my planner because I think I can leave a little bit of an edge here, hole punch it with my Happy Planner punch, and this should fit nicely into my classic Happy Planner sized binder. So I do need to get an envelope for my cash stash, and my laminator broke. So I have not been able to make any kind of envelopes, but I do have these zipperless ones, which I absolutely love. And I'll just make something, you know, like a sticky note in here to say cash stash until I can actually go about and make a new envelope. I want to get these little plastic doohickeys out. And how is this already so dirty when I just barely took it out of the... How is there dirt in here? I just bought these from Amazon. I don't know what is going on. That is gross. That one's clean. I need to do a complaint, but because that's just funky and gross. All right, so I am going to, like I said, I'm going to make little dashboards for these, but I need to order a new laminator first. And this is going to be cash stash. I don't want a sticky part. And my cash stash, like I said, is going to be for my car insurance. Okay, and oh, it's right here in front of me. I'm like, where'd that envelope go? Okay, so $30 to start, getting the worst of it over with. And then each day I'm going to try to do a little bit of something and see how I do. So, so that's it for today, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Oh, I do have 1,200 hours in viewing hours. So that is super exciting. I want to thank everybody for watching the videos and getting me to that point. I am working towards getting 4,000 viewing hours so I can get remonetized. So if you don't mind playing my playlist, I would appreciate it so much. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing, because all month long I am going to be doing challenges. I am going to be working on some new Etsy products to show y'all, and then also doing my craft room. And I think that some of you might enjoy watching that and seeing it get put together and organized, and you know, what kind of crafts does she do? Because I do a lot of stuff that I don't talk about on here, but I might start doing that. Again, if you're interested in this book, it's on Amazon and Target. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow, and we'll see if I have any money to put towards the savings of this. And I'm also going to be doing, I think, my long-term savings challenges. We'll see what happens. Until then, happy budgeting and take care.